Nostalgia hoops, nostalgia sports and culture. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Look, it's the big game day. We got South Carolina, we got Iowa, Naismith Player of the Year, Caitlin Clark, just announced, versus Naismith Defensive Player of the Year and Coach of the Year, Aaliyah Boston. Now look, it was an X and O's list drop. I don't think Don Staley was on that list. All throughout the year, last 2 years, I don't really see too much hype around Aaliyah Boston. Forget what I'm saying. I'm talking from a different perspective. But the mainstream perspective, just like with Lomachenko in boxing, Caitlin Clark is that in women's basketball. The greatest thing since Muhammad Ali. The greatest what Magic call her? The greatest basketball player in college outside of Diana Taurasi. LeBron never dropped Magic never did a 40-point triple-double. What'd he say? Larry Bird never did. Okay, cool. We gonna accept all these narratives. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And all that sound good. But now you got to face that other dog who you ain't, you kind of throw him a little bit, but you don't really get him that same hype because we don't appreciate defense no more. Defense don't matter no more. So if you're a great defense, of course we pushing the great offense over the great D. You don't care about that. Great coach, man, you ain't no great X's and O's. Okay, that's all cool. But now you have to see me. This stage has been set. For whatever reason, we ain't bump heads. But now, same with Devin Haney and Lomachenko, Devin ain't this. He's a paper champ. He's a male champ. All of these things negative to say about Devin. But May 20th, they got to go face to face with, Mr. Walk on Water, Lomachenko. Same thing. Caitlin Clark, Walk on Water. Great. I admit it. I like them both. But I just don't want no excuses after today. I don't, because I watched the great Allen Iverson. I watched Dirk Nowitzki with a bunch of old players go against the big three Miami Heat. So if you built like that and you got the right type of style, you can overcome sometimes another team maybe having a little more or maybe not, or maybe having a little more in a certain department. But you got them in shooting. Let's not forget that. Y'all top offensive team. So let's not start making excuses. I see the grooming of the referees. We see you. Let's see this, man. I seen something earlier. But then I seen this. I'm like, oh, they going to the extreme. We got Holly Rowe. Shout out Holly Rowe. We love Holly. Holly doing a great job out there. But this is referee grooming. Make sure we show Caitlin Clark, the queen, bruised up and beat up before the game. And we're going to mask it like we saying she built like that. She built forward strong and all that. But we understand it's a narrative. Brenda Freeze, Diamond Miller, and ESPNW chose to cover that South Carolina is getting away with, the referees is favoring them. So we want to make sure y'all know y'all haven't been giving Caitlin enough love. And we also want to put a piece out there that South Carolina is getting away with calls. So what I say, referee grooming. I also seen an article about no calls with South Carolina against Maryland, setting a narrative. So we want to put this in the masses' mind. So you go into this game over analyzing fouls. And when things start going bad, we can blame the referee. So to put more pressure on the referee, to put key players. So when you see Aaliyah Boston in foul trouble, or Saxton, or Cardoso, or one of the guards, it's because now they're calling the game fair. Caitlin been getting beat up all this time. Oh, they here because the fouls. Maryland would have beat them. Okay. A great coach like Don Staley will be prepared. I'm just saying, Hold on. Let me go back to what I said. Cause I be cooking over here. If you ain't following me on Twitter, make sure you get over there at Nostalgia Hoops. We growing. We building daily. Referee grooming. I also seen the article. They said in there to blah, blah, blah. And I tweeted at Don Staley just in case. Just keep this in mind. Put this in the player's head. Because on this type of season, we know what comes with it if you can slay the giant. And we understand the black player in media, or the face of the black, is usually painted as the villain. And then you have the great white hope to come save the day. So if Rocky can come whoop on Apollo Creed, Caitlin Clark will have a movie. A movie will be made. She might still get a movie from this season. But if it's a close game, a movie still might get made. They're coming to make a movie off South Carolina. If South Carolina isn't ready, they will make a movie after. This will be the golden piece where everybody walks out of the theater feeling great, because the beat up just by herself, even though there's somebody else averaging 17, Cesano, shooting about 60%, I believe, 50-60%, somewhere around there. But she's by herself, and she comes in and slays the great South Carolina. A movie will be made if you are not ready. So have everybody locked in. I know the championship next, but the real championship, this really should have been set up with Iowa on the other side, because this is the real championship. This is the biggest game in women's basketball. This is Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. You got everything that you need for something great. Great defense, great offense. White, black. One media's, it feels like, you hear Don Staley when she does her interview, she don't even really want to talk about Kate because she feels that it's slanted coverage. So everything for something great is here. Let's not take away from it with excuses. Refs, call this game fair. Same way you've been calling it, you can't switch it up. You can't come and get me used to one thing, and then all of a sudden, man, you know what? We ain't doing it like that no more. Whatever it was, that need to be the precedent, and we don't need to come making accommodations for anybody. If we letting them play physical, we letting them play physical on both sides. Come out, let everybody know what's going on early, and let it go from there. If you want this thing to be great, you got to let them play. You cannot take the stars off the floor. If Caitlin comes in here and knocks off South Carolina, let her do it with everybody there. It'll make it that much better. Same thing. If Lomachenko can go beat Devin Haney, let it be on all fair accord. But we don't want the excuses. The same thing I'm seeing over there. Like I say, boxing and women's basketball, I'm going to always make this parallel. Prior to this, Lomachenko was this great person before it was talks with the Devin Haney fight actually happened. Oh, he's the greatest, the best thing since Muhammad Ali. He's better than Floyd Mayweather, pound for pound. Even with 2 losses, as soon as this thought of him possibly having to fight Devin, the young undisputed phenom, they immediately take Lomachenko off the pound for pound, so he can't say he beat a pound for pound great, and they start talking about his age. Even though around the same age we seen Floyd Mayweather outclass a younger Canelo. Wasn't even close. Don't think Canelo won around. So I understand society and how society covers things. This is bigger than basketball, what's going on right here. And my only fight is for equality for both sides. I don't want this side getting the edge. I don't want that side getting the edge. I want us all to come at a happy medium, enjoy the game of basketball, be happy, and just understand that the best person won either side. But I just want it fair down the line. I want the coverage fair, and I want the cause fair. I seen an article by ESPNW. Didn't think it was necessary, and now we have this right here, and I'm just trying to raise a little bit awareness before the game. Now, I like I said, I expect important pieces to be in foul trouble. They want the Rocky story. If things go left, a movie will be made. Aaliyah Boston senior season, the freshies on the biggest stage right now. This is Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. Get your tickets, get your popcorn. Nostalgia hoops, nostalgia sports and culture. Let me see them predictions in the comments and hit that thumbs up, man. We over here working, we cooking. It's March Madness. That's what we here for. I'm out.